Hi, my name's Charlotte, and today I will be talking about the nonprofit organization by the name of Grace. This project will include the client's needs, their target audience, the goals and the objectives, the tactics, budget, like the budget plans, and more. The first part of this presentation will be talking about the needs of Grace, the ideal and the real state of the organization. So Grace does a really good job as of right now with allowing people to feel safer in Christian environments. Although they have grown a lot since they first started in 2003, they want to grow even more in the coming years. The ideal state for Grace right now would be to get more people invested and interested in what they're doing, so they can help more and more people in churches as the years go on. Another important part of this project is knowing who your target audience is. So for Grace, their main target audience are pastors of churches, and they're important because they get the attention of their congregation and they let them know what Grace does and why they exist as a nonprofit organization. The demographics of this audience is the demographics of this audience that Grace needs to pursue is ages 45 to 55. The gender will be male, and their geographical location will be the United States, because that's who you, as Grace, should be trying to focus on reaching out to. The religion of the audience will be Christianity, and there's not really specific ethnicity that Grace needs to try to pursue. The psychographics of this audience will be having a passion to learn about new things. They will have characteristics of being compassionate and empathetic towards others. It's important for Grace to have a target audience that values everyone and wanting to make everyone feel welcomed within their church and protecting those within their church. Another part of this plan is knowing the goals and the objectives. I think that goals and objectives for Grace are super important because it allows you guys to know what will make your organization grow. So the first goal for Grace to get the attention is to get the attention for the local community by hosting local events. The objective of this goal is that Grace will host 2 community events a month with a goal of trying to get 50 or more people attending the event from the community. The second goal is to have the community find out more about Grace by publishing stories and newspaper articles. The stories that will be published will be about people who have used Grace in the past and how Grace has helped them in the past. So the objective for this goal will be to publish 2 stories a month in the local newspaper. The third goal is to reach out to the local community through microblogging and social media posts, especially in today's world that those social media is very important with how organizations get in touch with their consumers and target audience. The objective of this goal is to gain 10% more followers each month for the first year of having social media. So now that we have our goals and the objectives stated, it's important to talk about the tactics that will be used along with the objectives. So the tactics that will be used for the first goal and objective is event sponsorship. This tactic is important because it gets the local community out to an event that will be able to hear about what Grace does and be able to see more information about the organization. Grace will choose events to host based on the type of audience that will be there. So trying to get as close to your target audience as possible with the types of events that you choose to sponsor or the types of events that you choose to host. So the tactic that will be used for the second goal is the newspaper. This is a good tactic to use because it'll allow the local community to read about Grace and how Grace has affected the lives of others and how they've helped others. And also within this tactic, there'll be a way to contact Grace and have their contact information in the article as well. So the tactics that will be used for the third goal are Instagram and Twitter. These are tactics that allow Grace to stay in touch with their followers and target audience. Grace can pay to have their social media accounts promoted as well, so more people can see what they do. So the next portion of this plan is that the budget and schedule. So you should see a chart right here, and as you look at the chart that's shown, you can see how the schedule and the budget is drawn out. The first tactic, which is hosting events, will include a venue, designing the advertisements, advertising, catering, and event speakers. All of this added together will be about $3,500. The next tactic, which is writing newspaper articles, will include writing, printing, mailing, and this will add up to be close to around $1,500. The final tactic of the social media post includes designing posts and writing captions, and managing the social media accounts, and this will come up to be about $700. Another thing to know about this plan is the methods that go along with each objective and for the plan. So for the objective of Grace sponsoring 2 community events a month with the objective of having 50 or more people attending, there will be one main method, which will be researching the most impactful events in the local area and then contacting the director to become a sponsor of the event. It's important to creatively advertise the event as well, just because the community will get to know about it, whether it's from social media, flyers, or billboards. The second objective for publishing 2 newspaper articles in the community paper, the method will be contacting the local newspaper and buying a space to publish an article. It's important to write in a way that's gonna hold the reader's attention, and it is also important to provide Grace's information so the reader can contact them and or give Grace's information to a friend if needed. The final and third objective for the objective of gaining 10% more social media followers will be to build a good brand identity so people can recognize your company, and also making very conscious effort to engage with your followers. I think that this plan that I've just went over will be really helpful with Grace in the long run of reaching out to the community about what you all do and how you help others in the Christian environment, and by reaching more people by the use of social media as well. Thank you.